Oh man, so Phantom had a massive wick down below its support level and then a massive buy the dip all the way up to all-time highs before coming back down again. What a roller coaster, what is going on? I smell a bit of manipulation, but let's take a look at the charts and find out what this is. So just to remind ourselves of what's happening, we broke out of this continuation pattern. I'm on the hourly chart right now, and you can see we ran up and we hit some resistance as expected towards the top here. So we bounced off this resistance here at $2.34. We came back down. I mentioned we should get a bounce off of the support here, if not the next one down at the wedge. We did indeed get a bounce off this high here, which acted as support for us. We headed higher. We broke through the previous high, which is perfect, which means we're going to go back to the top of the wedge, which is exactly where we went. We came down to consolidate. Again, perfect behavior, laddering up nice and slowly. At this point, you'd expect a nice bounce off the new support created, okay? So let's see. This is beautiful textbook stuff here, guys. So you broke out, we went up, we got rejected, okay? Came back down, got support from the level next to it. Ran back up, went to the top of the wedge. Yeah, naturally, you get rejected. Come collect your support again. But this time, something happened. And where we were expecting at this point to be able to rotate back up to the upside, we ended up tanking to the downside. So what happened here? What is going on? Well, let's take a closer look, because we have this crazy candle here exactly at the right time. And by the way, look at this, guys. We were getting the bounce off we wanted on Phantom. It was happening, right? We headed up. It was confirmed. We had good bulls coming in at this level at $2.34, buying up and ready to push us to all-time highs. And suddenly you get this massive wick down. What is going on? So the thing that's happened here is twofold. One, we saw a massive 8 million spot trade placed on the exchanges, which could be one of the reasons why this has happened. But also, this could have been more sinister. And you can call me a bit of a pessimist or a skeptic, but what's happening here is you're getting a bit of manipulation. This is how whales, those with massive amounts in their wallet of Phantom, can manipulate the market to buy more. These whales, and I've seen this before, I've seen this with Cardano, I've seen this with Ethereum, I've seen it with Solana, and so that's what makes me understand that I'm not a skeptic here, but just being a realist. When you see things happen like this is somebody wanting to buy at $2.10 instead of all-time highs at $2.45, $2.50, etc. Okay, you look at the swing from there, $2.10, up to the top there, which is sitting at that's 12% difference, okay? Just in that swing. So when you're placing multi-millions, we're talking multi-millions into coins, that 12% is a massive number. In fact, it's a massive number for any of us. So that's the difference here. If they didn't create this dump in the market to buy at $2.10, this was going to bounce up and break this resistance level, right? We were going to break $2.49 and we were going to head to the $2.50 mark. But no, they managed to dump the market. They triggered all the leverage positions, guys, which is we're shooting ourselves in the foot by placing these leverage positions, which is why I would never place leverage positions. I would never condone that. It's not something I do. And that's what happens here. Leverage positions get stopped out, you get stopped out, you get liquidated, and then it creates a domino effect cascading you down. And this is why we have one of the reasons why we have crazy volatility in the crypto markets, and particularly for smaller market cap coins, where these liquidations can have massive moves. And it's not just here, we've seen it in Bitcoin as well. You get this massive spikes down, but fortunately, Phantom showed some strength and bounced it back up. The problem we now have is, guys, before, where we were just coming down here and testing the resistance, so you saw here we came and we got a good bounce and we were ready to head higher. Now what's happened is, because of this, we managed to wick back up, but you can see now we've got a bit of weakness in the price, so it messed up the momentum. And now when we went to go test back up, the resistance level is still acting as resistance level. So we're going to need the same volume to come back through how we broke through here to help us break through this resistance again, which is quite disappointing, really, because you broke through it once, you wanted to build some momentum and then head higher. But now, because of this piece of manipulation, we're going to have to come back down, retest, get some volume, maybe even come back down to this support level down here, which is sitting at $2.16 before heading higher. Okay, so that's something we're going to have to watch out for on the Phantom charts. Now, as always, guys, you know I'm going to zoom us out and give us a confidence picture of where we're going, because This is the important thing here in this community. I know we had a good comment on one of the Phantom videos earlier where somebody was saying, look, I've been holding Phantom for a year, and is it okay to hold, right? Is it okay to hodl? And it was a great comment, because I think in today's culture, people are being looked down upon for holding, right? I know we look at technical analysis, we look at hourly charts, and if you're an experienced trader, go ahead and trade these moves. But there's nothing wrong, especially if you're inexperienced, buying and holding your favorite projects. And that's the majority of my portfolio in long-term buy and holds, right? That is how true wealth is created. If you could buy Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Bitcoin, Ethereum 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, and held, right, you would have made far more money than trying to enter the market with quick scalps here and there. Doesn't mean you can't make money trading if you're experienced. You can. But what I'm saying here is there's nothing wrong holding a high conviction project. And I just look at this, guys. If you held Phantom just a month ago, guys, just a month ago, which is October the 2nd, when I started posting a few more videos on Phantom, I held much longer than that. But even if you just held here, you're 2x on your money, guys. October the 2nd, we're trading at about $1.39, a dollar, what is it? A dollar, let's zoom in. You're trading at about October 2nd, right there, your lows on October 2nd, $1.36. So you're pretty much 2x your money already, right? If you just held for 1 month, guys. 1 month. But that's the problem. People don't want to hold because they don't have high conviction. So they do short-term trading or they get impatient. And that's where it's not, you're going to struggle with cryptos. You're going to find high conviction plays and hold for the long term. So let's remind us of where we're at. We broke out of the rounded pattern, entered this continuation pattern, did indeed continue, formed another continuation pattern, and we are indeed continuing, albeit with a little bit of struggles in between. We've still got our price target here of $3 in the short term for Phantom, and I super expect us to go ahead and smash that target very shortly. That's a very conservative short time frame target. Longer term, you know my fundamental views on Phantom. I made that clear in other videos. If you just compare Phantom to other projects, we're hugely undervalued. And if you compare the total value locked, we're hugely undervalued too. In fact, let's take a look at the DeFi. So as you can see, guys, Phantom is now sitting number 7 on all DeFi locked in on all blockchains, right? So Ethereum, obviously the clear leader, 154 billion in total value locked. Binance is a massive drop off there to 20 billion, 11.7 billion for Solana, Terra 9 billion, Avalanche 7 billion, Polygon 4 billion, and then Phantom sitting at 4.5 billion. So Phantom has been making massive waves, and you can just see if we click through into Phantom, how quickly this is growing, because this is where people need to understand. It's the growth rate that's important, and that's what we're seeing here, okay? We're getting a bit of a consolidation, if you may say so, in terms of total value locked, but this is the usage, right? This is not buy the rumor, sell the news. This is people using the platform. This is not technical analysis. This is people actually making use of these projects, which I've covered before. Go ahead and check those out on the Phantom network. So you've got AnySwap sitting here, 3 billion in total value locked. You've got Geist Finance, 1.7 billion total locked. Spooky Swap. These are all, these are all the key financial DeFi components you need. We saw these being built in Ethereum, guys. If you were around, you saw Aave being built. Look how big Aave is now. You saw Uniswap being built. Look how big Uniswap is now, right? All of these projects are now being built on the Phantom network, and go check out, look at the growth on these projects. I mean, some of these are calling off now because they've grown so crazily, but if you look at some of these, 13% up in 7 days, 50% growth on Scream Finance in just 7 days. I mean, this is phenomenal growth on the amount of total volume locked. Okay, so that's a key thing we want to be looking at in terms of adoption, not just price action, but actually people using the platform. Now, if you look at this now, it's not refreshing right now, but if this was showing, you'd be able to see that the ratio of total value locked to market cap, okay, which is how many times is your market cap to the total value you've got locked, you will see, here we go, perfect. So you will see that Ethereum's trading at a 3 times multiple, okay? So if it's got 154 value locked, times that by 3 roughly is its current market cap, okay? Binance trading at a 4 times multiple, Solana at a 4 times multiple. But when you come down to Phantom, we're sitting at a 1.3 multiple, right? So even if you, on a very conservative case, say, look, we just want to be 3 times market cap to value like Ethereum is, or we just want to be even 2 times like we're seeing on Polygon, then that's going to double your market cap. So you're looking at a double market cap, which is a double in price action, right? That takes you to a $5 Phantom off the bat. Now, if you want to do a 3x, that takes you to a $15 market cap. If you want to look at Binance's multiple, which is 4 times, that takes you to a $20 Phantom, okay? So this is showing how fundamentally undervalued the ratio here is for Phantom's market cap to total value locked. So really interesting for us to look at. Now, back to the charts. Let's take a look at where we could be heading next. We've had this continuation pattern. We're now coming back up to test the top of the wedge. If we get a successful breakout on the top of the wedge, I'm going to switch to the 4 hourly to make it a little bit more clear for you guys. This is where we got a resistance at this white line here. We need to build that strength back up. We may even have to come back down to collect support at $2.16. If we can collect some support there, we can then head back up and break this $2.46 resistance and then head towards our price target of $3. Now, this is a massively important level for us, okay? You can see us consolidating now for since the 8th of October. So we've consolidated for a while here now, over 10 days. And when we get a breakout, you can expect some strong movement to the upside. You can see the RSI is not redlining. We've not got massive volume, so it gives us room to bring in more volume to break through this level. And I can see a $3 Phantom very shortly. Let's bring out our EMA ribbon. And you can see we're beautiful on the EMA ribbon, okay? That spike did threaten to flip us bearish, but the dip was bought straight away, so we've not lost the EMA ribbon on the 4 hourly time frame, which is great. You can now see we're almost just a nice, beautiful test, just like we had before. So you had the movement, a test, movement, a test, and then you expect movement, okay? Beautiful setup on the 4 hourly chart. Let's look at the daily chart as well, because it will show you an equally beautiful pattern, right? So when we finished our rounded pattern, we broke to the upside. We came back down, we tested, which was beautiful. We went back up, we come back down, we didn't even penetrate, which is beautifully bullish. And now we can set up for a major move all the way to the upside here on Phantom. So what you'd be expecting is a nice bounce and rotate upward. So all your time frames are in confluence right now. What the hourly is showing you is matching up with what we're seeing on the 4 hourly and the daily candles. The only thing I will mention is on the short term frame, what we covered off here is we've now lost our momentum because of this, okay? So this was a bit of a problem because we came here, we got our resistance, we're getting a nice bounce off and you were ready to go. This manipulation / bullish whalish activity here has thrown us off, and it means we're now coming back from the bottom, right? And we tried, the dip was bought, but the bulls are now pushing us back down. So we could be coming back down here for a retest before trying to head higher. So my downside risk is sitting at $2.17 if you're trading this on a shorter time frame. So there you have it, guys. A lot going on with the Phantom price action right now, and you can see the interest is really starting to pick up on Phantom. I'm getting more and more queries about the Phantom. I don't know if you guys are hearing it more in your networks and the different communities. You're seeing a lot more people in the community in the Bitcoin space talking about Phantom now suddenly, and it's because of the adoption. It's because of the total value locked, which I'm showing you. You know, you've got the Abu Dhabi conference coming up this weekend as well. Like I'm always going to say throughout this week, be careful of buy the rumor, sell the news. I would not be surprised if we get a pump leading up to that event and then possibly a small dip. Again, if you're a long-term investor, that shouldn't bother you. If you get any dips, it's an opportunity for you to buy a little bit more. But if you're trading, you don't want to get caught out or burnt in that. So there you have it, guys. If you like my perspective and blend between fundamentals and technicals, who else is giving you that, guys? Who's giving you a good blend between technicals and fundamentals, and are also bringing some macroeconomy as well, guys? Who's doing that? Then please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see. Don't forget we got the join button there. Head over to my community, join the community. You'll get access to the community tab where you'll be able to ask me any questions on your favorite coins. Look at this coin, look at this project. What do you think about this? What's your price target on this? Can you do some technical analysis? More than happy to do that for you over in the community. There'll be a pinned comment below for the free public Discord chat. Go ahead in there, find like-minded individuals, have a chat, ask the community about your projects. I'll be in there as well chatting away. It's new, just been set up. Head over, show some love, and we'll see you in the next one.